So for today's deep dive, we're getting into something I think everyone knows, that feeling of being just completely drained.
Utterly exhausted.
Yeah. And no amount of rest seems to touch it. You sleep for 9 hours, you take a vacation, but you still have that internal depletion buzz.
And that experience is the absolute key to this whole conversation. It's not laziness. It's not a weakness. What the research shows is that it's burnout. And it's driven by a biological paradox.
A paradox? How so?
Well, we think stress ends when the problem ends, right? The deadline passes, the argument is over. But the stress cycle inside your body, it only completes when it gets a clear physical signal that you're now safe.
So that signal never comes, the cycle just stays open.
It stays open indefinitely.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The sources draw a really, really sharp line between the stress
The thing causing the stress, your email inbox, the bills.
and the stress itself, the actual physical response happening inside your nervous system.
Exactly. Modern life is great at letting us solve the external thing. We fire off the email, but it leaves our body stuck running this ancient internal survival program.
It's like the threat is gone, but the alarm is still blaring inside.
That's a perfect way to put it. Biologically, our ancestors, they dealt with danger physically. They ran, they fought, they would literally shake the adrenaline off or they'd cry it out.
Yeah.
Your nervous system still expects that physical completion.
And instead, we just sit at our desks.
We sit, we suppress it, we scroll on our phones, and we try to, think our way out of the feeling.
So that traps the stress.
It traps the unresolved stress and that stored, unfinished stress.
Yeah.
That's what becomes burnout.
Okay, so that makes the core rule really clear then. You just cannot think your way out of stress.
You can't. It's a physical problem that needs a physical solution.
But it's a bit hard to imagine, say, shaking like a leaf in the middle of a board meeting.
Of course. And the solutions are actually much smaller. But first, we have to look at why we suppress these signals. The sources bring up this crucial concept called human giver syndrome.
Human giver syndrome.
Yeah. It applies especially to people, and often this falls on women and caregivers, who are basically taught that their worth comes from self-sacrifice, from putting everyone else's comfort first.
So if you're taught not to have your own needs,
then your body literally can't afford to prioritize its own safety signals. For anyone in that position, burnout isn't a personal failure. The sources are clear. It is an inevitable systemic response.
that reframes the whole thing. It's not on you, it's the system.
Huh.
Okay, so let's flip this. If the goal is signaling safety, what does the research say actually works?
The effective methods are so simple. Physical movement is the big one. Even just 20 or 30 seconds of shaking your arms.
Really? That's short.
That's short. Also, genuine laughter, a good cry, or just safe, positive social connection.
And that also explains why rest fails.
Yes. Resting with an open stress cycle is like trying to charge your phone while 10 apps are running in the background. The battery drain is just too high.
Your mind is resting, but your nervous system is still in survival mode, waiting for that all-clear signal.
It's waiting.
So if the nervous system is running this ancient program, the fix has to be ancient too. Let's get practical. Give us 3 things anyone listening can do, right now.
Okay. First, move for completion, not for fitness. This is key. Use a little shaking, a stretch, a quick walk around the block, specifically to tell your body the threat is past. It's different from a workout.
It's a signal, not exercise. Got it. What's number 2?
Use your breath. Specifically, make your out breath longer than your in breath, even just for a few cycles. That slow exhale literally triggers the vagus nerve, just the body's main reset button. It tells the nervous system to stand down.
And a final one?
Prioritize safe connection. And I mean one honest conversation, with someone you trust. Seeing and being seen by a compassionate person is so much more effective at closing that stress loop than any productivity hack.
So the radical truth here is you don't need to fix yourself.
Not at all. You just need to finish what your body started.
Unfinished stress is the real enemy.
It is. So if stress is your body's physical reaction to a threat, the question to leave you with is this. What one small physical thing can you do today to prove to your nervous system that the threat is already over?